few weeks, there have been several stories of adults accused of abusing children that they met on messaging apps like Kik and Snapchat. Now, millions use these apps, but a lot of parents have never heard of them or understand why it's different from standard text messaging on a phone. Social media expert Shama Hyder takes a closer look at Kik with us and other apps that can give sex offenders access to kids. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about this Kik.
So Kik is nothing new, but you really have seen a rise in its usage now, and it's something parents should know about, especially with summer around the corner. So it's a text messaging service. So remember AIM back in the days, like AOL Instant Messenger? So any type of instant messenger, but now it's smartphone based. So it doesn't matter what type of smartphone you have, you can now use Kik. And the way it works is you just have a screen name. So you don't need someone's cell phone number to be able to text them, you just need their screen name.
Wow, wow. And then there are other apps that are similar. Can you talk to us about those?
Yes, there are similar. There's Snapchat, there's different sites that people can use anonymously. I think the key really here is to make sure that if they are using something aside from text messaging, that it's much safer. And I can show you an alternative. Would you like to see that?
Absolutely.
For parents who are wondering. So here is one called GroupMe. And so, you know, one of the things about Kik is, what if you want to text message people in groups? So let's say your Girl Scout group is meeting, right? Or you've got a bunch of people that need to get the same information about tomorrow's field trip. So there is a place and time for group messaging, but the other kind of sites like Kik are not always the best. GroupMe now, here's one. It does a much better job. It's also group messaging, works on every device, but it's much safer. You have parental controls, you've got better privacy settings. So if you are really looking to do sort of the group text messaging, then this is the way to go. I also don't recommend Kik for kids at all. In fact, it's not meant for people under the age of 17.
Right, and it says that, right, when you try to download it.
Exactly, except many of the users are kids and teenagers, but that's not what it's meant for.
Okay, all right. And then there's another app we wanted to talk about. Is it OpenDNS?
OpenDNS. So these are just different ways to keep your kids safer at home, right? OpenDNS, essentially what it does is every device that's connected through your wireless system at home. So you've got multiple iPads, you've got your smartphones, your computers. You can use OpenDNS to control them all and make sure that you're protecting everything that comes through. So everything that comes through that system is filtered, which makes it really safe. So at least you can protect your kids under your roof, right? Once they go out there, you want to make sure that they're making smart decisions, but at least when they're under your roof, this is one of the sites that can help you.
Right, and these tablets are so popular now, these apps are so popular.
That's right.
Parental controls, so crucial, so key.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about those and how you can set them?
You know, and all these apps, they all have settings. So let me just walk you through how to do that on the iPad.
All right.
You can go to your settings on the iPad, and if you go to General, right, you can turn on restrictions. If you enable restrictions, you can choose what apps to allow kids to install. Do they need permission even to delete certain apps? So let's say you've got something there really kind of, you know, doing the Big Brother thing, watching the kids. They can't delete those apps either. So this is great. You can also allow certain content, saying you want to limit things that are rated PG or, you know, that are okay for teenagers, and you can do that as well.
Okay, great. Well, Shama Hyder, thanks so much for coming in this morning.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and you can find a link with her tips and much more at our website, myfoxdfw.com.